Good evening. Australia will give $1 million in initial funding to Fiji, where the worst floods in memory have brought the country to a standstill. Hundreds of Aussie tourists are stranded in hotels. Those getting out have told of scenes of devastation. Paradise lost in an ocean of brown floodwater. Fiji's weather continues to worsen, turning dream vacations into holiday hell.
There was no water or electricity, and it was,
no cisterns.
Aussies fleeing the disaster landed in Sydney this morning. Michael and Leanne Baisley got out on the last boat from Malolo Island.
Everyone had sick bags and throwing up, and, kids were crying.
The Campbell family had to be airlifted to the airport.
We had to hop on a helicopter because there was flooding.
We've spent the last 48 hours trying to get a helicopter out of our resort.
At least 3 people are confirmed dead and 8,000 displaced.
These are the worst floods ever to hit Fiji.
A looming cyclone is now expected to miss the main island of Viti Levu, but will dump yet more rain on the island nation. The Department of Foreign Affairs is urging Australians to reconsider their need to travel to Fiji.
There are a lot of frustrated Australians who just want to get home.
About 2,000 Australians are registered as being in Fiji, many stranded in hotels with dwindling food supplies.
I was reassured by the news from Qantas that they've got flights going in, that the airport is functioning, and in Alan Joyce's words, they will add capacity as required.
Reporter Matt Neagle is at Brisbane Airport. Now, Matt, what's the latest on flights to and from Fiji?
Well, all flights from Virgin Airlines have been cancelled into Fiji. That's in and out of Fiji. There are still some flights from Air Pacific open from Fiji back into Sydney, but Air Pacific have also cancelled their flights into Fiji because of the severe conditions. Now, as we've just heard from Bob Carr, despite those conditions, they're opening up as many flights as demand requires. That's somewhat good news for people who are stranded wanting to get home to Australia. Now, as we look into the Air Pacific situation, there is some good news for the ticket holders there. Anyone who's wanting to reschedule or refund their flights can do so at no cost. So just recapping, there are 2 flights from Fiji back into Sydney, but all flights into Fiji are cancelled at this stage.
OK, thanks to Matt Neagle reporting there live from the airport. Now, Amanda joins us now. Amanda, that cyclone near Fiji, it's a reminder that this season is not over yet.
Fiji in the form of very large, intense, strong swell. That will affect the southeast coast from Wednesday through to Friday, something for holidaymakers to keep in mind. Another one for holidaymakers, some very hot weather for Queensland at the moment. Temperatures as much as 8 or 9 degrees above average out west, around 39 degrees in Birdsville today. Brisbane hit a maximum of 30 degrees. What else is ahead for the holiday week? I'll let you know just before 6.